Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now.
Good morning, Bix Weir, road-to-root.com with your morning horn as your sip of chaga coffee. They attempted a little tiny spike down today in silver because it is the last day of trading for April. We're moving into the May delivery month tomorrow. So last licks, get your last licks. Anybody who says silver's freely traded now, after all this proof has come out, is just silly. Guys like Jeffrey Christian, some of the silver brokers who claim to be experts say, well, manipulation might happen on a small scale, but not a large scale. Bullshit. Large scale, 170 years, price suppression. End of story. If you can't figure it out now, just keep doing what you're doing. One day you're going to find out, I'm going to short into this rise as it rises over $30 or over $50. I'm going to short into it to make some money on the downside, and you'll get destroyed. Your entire life savings will disappear because there's unlimited losses to the upside. That's what's so important about this con going on. It could take out massive banks. Although most of the big banks are getting out. We'll find out tomorrow with the Commitment of Traders report. I would expect the large four banks to be completely out of their short position, leaving weaker hands in charge of the short position. And this is what happens when you have weaker hands. You have these little spikes with no follow through because they don't have enough derivative power to follow through. Now, the Fed and the Treasury could click that mouse and drive the price of silver to minus $40. That's a different deal. But these little tiny spikes, these are all about getting out of some of the contracts before they're forced upon delivery tomorrow. What are we looking at the Comex right now? Huge drop yesterday in the open interest for the May delivery month. 13,000 contracts, which is what, about close to 8 million ounces. Wait, is that right? 7, hold on here. My brain is not working. It's early in the morning here in California. 65, sorry. Like I said, early in the morning, 65 million ounces were disappeared from open interest literally 2 days before delivery because they didn't have it. They didn't have 65 million ounces. Today will be another big drop in open interest for the May contract. Right now, ready to stand for delivery is 39 million ounces. It wouldn't blow my mind if that got knocked down another. They don't have even close to that. Maybe in the teens. Maybe 15 million ounces by tomorrow. And that'll close the month. So somebody stand delivery for 15 million ounces, which is no laughing matter. But at the same time, it could go even lower. I mean, it's just banks playing with each other. Let's get real about this. You look at the who's the only players these days is J.P. Morgan and the big banks. J.P. Morgan and B of A are still working on redelivering all that silver to wherever it needs to go. Yes, J.P. Morgan still every month is the largest, even though, last month was the smallest delivery month on record, I believe. 388 contracts, 2 million ounces, only 2 million ounces on the Comex got delivered in April. Why even have a Comex open? For market rigging purposes, obviously. 2 million ounces got delivered, but look at how much was traded every day. Look at that. Open interest. That's 700 million ounces a day, per day. 700 million ounces per day being delivered, being traded back and forth, banks trading back and forth with each other to set the price, and only 2 million ounces all month were delivered. That's the insanity of what is not what a true fair market value exchange should look like. We need to get rid of derivatives altogether. We will. When the derivative bubble pops, derivative will be a bad word, a really bad word. And it will change the existence of how we conduct exchanges forever. When this system falls apart and the derivative bubble is blown sky high into many different pieces, we'll never trade derivatives again for 1,000 years. We'll be lucky to get back to any kind of free market because the faith and confidence will be gone. That's why I think Veritasium is so important. You don't need faith and confidence in the banking system to hold together and the regulators. Reggie invented a way to do peer-to-peer transactions. Exchange with another. You have something, you want something, and you want to trade for it. Could be money, could be gold, could be silver, could be anything. You can implement Veritasium, veritize it, as I like to call it, and all of a sudden you have the ability to trade assets without a middleman. I think that's why they shut down Reggie Middleton so fast. That's why they brutally attacked him and his family and his life and everything. That's why they after the fact, approved his patent for peer-to-peer transactions. And I think that's why they're holding 98 million of the 100 million Veritasium tokens created. Something is happening behind the scenes. Something is happening. And it has to do with our new monetary system and our new exchanges. Clearly, this concept of exchanging derivatives to set the price is not working. This is done on the Comex. This is done with all commodities. This is done with all stocks, all bonds, all currencies. This is no longer free trading in anything. It's all derivative trading, 100%. So, yeah, that's what's happening in the world. So tomorrow, we'll find out how many contracts will be held for delivery. You notice 10 million ounces went to the LBMA right here for delivery. So it's not like deliveries aren't happening. They're just not happening on the Comex, supposedly. Harvey Organ does a great job tracking. They've done over 100 million ounces in these ETPs, exchange for physicals. Over 100 million ounces theoretically were delivered. Now, who deals in that kind of money? How about JP Morgan and Bank of America and whoever else they contracted with to get rid of the 1.2 billion ounces that Jamie Dimon and Blythe Masters stole from the community, the silver community, by shorting every day to keep the price down and loading up on the physical. And yes, they did. They were the cause. They were the reason that Silver Eagles were selling, 45, 47 million ounces a year. And then they stopped because the good guys came in and said, what the hell are you doing? You're stopping or we're going to charge you with RICO charges. So they stopped. And I think they have to divest themselves. That's part of the sealed document that you're not allowed to see. All right. Interesting, the CFTC actually did a job that they were supposed to do. CFTC charges precious metals dealers and their owner in a multi-billion-dollar fraud targeting the elderly. So, I mean, how can you be mad at the CFTC when they actually do their job? It's so rare, and it's never with the big guys. It's always the little guys. This was a $30 million gold silver con. Jamie Dimon, I mean, that's a $100 billion con. What's going on with Jamie Dimon and the precious metals and JP Morgan and Bank of America and all the people who take delivery, meaning Citibank, meaning Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, UBS, B of A, Scotiabank is still here. I thought Scotiabank sold everything. I thought they got out of the business, but apparently they're still just kind of dilly-dallying. Even Wells Fargo, who shouldn't even be there, was in there in March. It'll be interesting to see. Actually, it's not even interesting to see. I'll guarantee you right now that Jamie Dimon and JP Morgan will be the number one provider of metal and probably the taker of metal in this month's, well, starting tomorrow, in the May delivery month. And I guarantee you the second biggest player is going to be Bank of America. Want to bet now? Let's bet now. So I think it's at close of business today. They'll be announcing who it is that's going to take all the physical silver in the delivery month. But again, the delivery month, I mean, that's 65 million ounces disappeared from Comex deliveries 2 days before they're supposed to be delivered. I wouldn't be surprised to see under 15 million ounces be the actual delivery. And if it's really desperate, they could go down to like less than 10 million ounces delivered on the Comex, which is tiny, tiny, tiny. What about less than 5? What about 1 million ounces? Would that shock the world? No, the world doesn't give a shit. This is all fake. It's all fake trades and a fake exchange with fake regulators. These people belong in jail, not out there trading in silver. But hey, who am I to say? In that same vein, I want to tell all the crypto people, cryptos are rigged too, by the way, 100%. I mean, and you can see it in the volume. Do you really think that $30 billion of Bitcoin have traded in the last 24 hours? No, these are wash trades. They're fake trades. The volumes are fake. Everything fake about the Comex is 100 times more fake than in the crypto exchanges. They need Veritasium as well, and they'll be pissed about it because 3/4, maybe 80, 90% of the coins out there are in violation of Reggie's patent. What a great weapon to use by Gary Gensler to go after the cryptos if he's still around at the time. A lot of these companies would have joined ranks with Reggie had the SEC not taken them out. This is 100% the fault of the SEC. But Gary Gensler will use it as a hammer for all the cryptos. Oh, I can't get them to be classified as security. Well, okay, but they're all in violation of Reggie Middleton's patent. Not all of them, but most of them, depending on how you interpret the patent. But Reggie's going to have to win in court for that to be upheld, and all of a sudden everybody will be going to Reggie saying, okay, help us out. And at that point, right now, he's banned. Reggie's still banned from creating a new cryptocurrency. He's not banned from getting royalties from his invention, but he is banned from working in the cryptocurrency space because they were evil bastards at the SEC. They didn't want anything to do. They didn't want Reggie's invention of peer-to-peer transactions without middlemen. No JP Morgan, no Bank of America, no Fidelity, no Coinbase, no Tether. Tether's a huge violation. No XRP, huge violation. Parts of Theta are also in violation. Parts. Everybody practically is in violation. Litecoin's not, I don't think, but Mimblewimble might be, would be, probably. I don't know. But that's a separate thing. Mimblewimble's a side chain of Litecoin. So I don't know how it's all going to shake out. I know you'll want some. There aren't going to be when the exchange is shut down and the banks shut down. There'll be just a few options of where to go. Number one for currency is going to be gold and silver. Right now that's what you want as your biggest holding. And then as we move into the future, decentralized cryptos will be great. If we're going to rebuild the economic system from the ashes, decentralization will be key. Check out on YouTube, the Pebbleton Post had a great discussion, by the way. Go to YouTube, the Pebbleton Post. Great discussion about decentralizing Theta even more, getting out of Gpool and using other Guardian nodes and for staking your T-Fuel and your Theta. And I agree. I mean, Gpool was the first, so everybody got into that and then got lazy. They're paying 4%. Don't pay 4% anymore. Go find one that there's 0%, but you got to keep your eye on them, kind of. If they stop mining your coin, all your tokens that when you stake them will get returned to your own wallet. But you got to keep an eye on whether they're up 100% of the time or 99% of the time. Those are good active nodes. But yeah, you got to keep on top of it. Go check that out. Really good discussion. And like and subscribe to their channel too, by the way. So when I was in Oklahoma City, Litecoin Lisa told me, hey, Bix, do you know that they haven't made any paper money past 2017? I'm like, what are you talking about? Of course they have. She goes, no, show me. Go into your wallet. Anybody in this whole room, ask them to show you a bill, a $1 bill, a $100 bill, a $50 bill, any bill with a date past 2017. So it was Lisa, so I said, it's a conspiracy. So I checked my wallet, and everybody around me checked their wallets, and no, we didn't see any. So I've looked over the past couple days, and I'm like, I don't see any bills dated past 2017. So I had to do a little research. Go to roadrunner.com, check out the hidden meanings in the new $100 bill. That's more exciting than not having later date bills, because this was literally the introduction of new money and going back to a gold standard. The $100 bill is known as a super note, and because it's been counterfeited everywhere, it was like the most counterfeited bill for a long time, and it was the last one or second to last one that they put all these security measures in. And all the security measures is gold. There's gold everywhere on the new $100 bill. On the right side of it, there's gold fountain pen, gold inkwell, gold 100. And it also says right above the 100 that you have the right to overthrow your government. This is a good guy bill. It's right here. The people to alter or abolish it from the Declaration of Independence. It says this in gold on the $100 bill, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive to these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it and to institute new government, laying its foundations on the principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Right there, written in gold on the new $100 bill. Go check it out. There's a video there too. Just do a search. Go use the search area and just type in $100 bill. You'll find it. It's called The Hidden Meanings in the New $100 Bill. But, so I went to the Fed website. And this is the main federalreserve.gov website. Currency and coin services, currency print orders. Revised 2023 Federal Reserve notes print order. Yes, they are printing massive amounts of new bills. So they didn't stop printing new bills. Then the question is, okay, why do they only say 2017? Why wouldn't it say 2000 when the bills are created in 2018, 19, 20? For the last 6 years, they haven't changed it, which is interesting. Why haven't they changed it for the past 6 years? I don't know. So I went to my, okay, I confess I dabble in the dark arts of ChatGPT, AI. I asked AI, I said, why aren't there bills printed with 2018 on them? And here was the answer. Bills are printed by the government to replace old bills that have become worn out and are no longer usable. The year printed on the bill indicates the year that the design of the bill was last updated, not the year it was printed. Interesting. In the case of the United States currency, the design of the bills featuring the year 2018 was introduced in 2017, which is why you may see bills with the year 2017 or 2019 on them. I have never seen a bill with 2019, but not necessarily with the year 2018. Additionally, not all the denomination of bills are updated at the same time. So some bills may still have older designs with the previous year. So the date on the bill is not the date they were printed, but the date that the design was changed. A new design. Well, let's ask right now. If you guys haven't used this, I mean, I know, Bix, what are you doing? You're deep into AI. They're tracking your every movement. I'll guarantee you right now, they're tracking your every movement anyway. There's nothing you do, say. I mean, they're looking at me right now through my computer. I have no doubt. It's easy to do. Someone said they can even look at you through the wires that are wired into your house. Out the plug-in sockets are little peepholes for the government, or listening holes probably. Anyway, I'm going to type in, why aren't there bills printed in 2021 or 2022? This will be interesting. Sometimes it takes a while. I haven't refreshed this in a while. I'll do a refresh here. Why aren't there bills printed with year 2021 or 2022? You could get just lost in this stuff. It is possible that there are bills printed with the year 2021 or 2022 on them, but they may not be in wide circulation yet. The production and distribution of currency is a complex problem that involves multiple government agencies and takes time to complete. In the United States, for example, the Bureau of Engraving and Printing prints currency based on the demand for new bills and replaces worn-out bills in circulation. The Federal Reserve then distributes the bills to banks, who distribute them to the public. It is worth noting that the COVID-19 pandemic has had an impact on the production and distribution of currency in some countries. In some cases, the pandemic may have caused delays or disruptions in the production process. Ultimately, everybody blames COVID. Ultimately, the decision of when to print the bills with a certain year depends on the variety of factors, including demand, production capacity, and security concerns. That's not a good answer. By the way, AI is not always right. AI is massively slanted towards the leftist agenda, the deep state agenda. Matter of fact, I asked about the jab, and they said, nobody's died from it. And it's like, what? And then I dug deeper, and they said, it's a conspiracy theory, but here's how many we think. It was really fun, actually. But yes, I fully understand that ChatGPT is 100% deep state controlled and run, and they're watching everything I say and do on it. But hey, they're watching anyway. Unless you're not near any electronic device at all and there's no currency or electrical charge running through wires near you, you are under surveillance at all times. That's the world we live in. So yeah, you can fight that fight, go off into the woods, but I don't know how much of a difference you can make by hiding away. Get out there and fight for your country. Dick Allgaier, quit talking about the bad guys taking over. It's bullshit. I mean it. It's tiring for all of us, because that means we got to fight you as well as the bad guys. And why don't you join true Americans and fight for your country? And tell Michael to fight for. See, is Michael this is their guy, the crypto viewings guy? Is he a disinformation guy? I don't know. But he's doing it for a reason. What would the other reason be? It wouldn't be, we just want Dick Allgaier to know what's going on really behind the scenes. If you guys think that the bad guys are going to win, give a nod to Mr. Allgaier and go join his crusade against fighting against free people. I don't think that's a good fight to fight. I'm going to fight the other way. I'm going to fight against that. So I would say, the crypto viewing inside guy is one of the worst things that can happen for freedom. Spreading the lack of hope. It's reality, Bix. No, it's lack of hope. And it's the hope that kills you. That's from Ted Lasso. I disagree with that. It's the hope that keeps us alive. So, more information at roadtoruta.com. I'll be talking with Jenny Moonstone tomorrow morning and be posting that. So get ready for that one. It's going to be a doozy. I'll talk to you guys later.